Morning, everybody. Welcome back to another video from Scrapyard Rescue. Today we got some good news. I think really good news. If you guys have been watching these videos, this Fairlane number 2, I put one of those Chinese carburetors on it, kind of just as a just to see. I wanted to get the engine running so I could make sure the engine was running good before I spent $500 on a new Holley carburetor. But I haven't been able to get the thing to run. It just will not run. It won't run. It won't run. It won't run. No matter what I did, I couldn't get it to run. It start right up, boom, and then die in about 10 seconds. That's all I could ever get it to do. Once the engine warmed up, if I cranked the idle mixture way up till the thing was running like 2,000 RPMs, it would stay running. But I couldn't test anything. I couldn't do nothing with it. So the other day, I got a carburetor that one of the subscribers sent to me. It's a 2-barrel original carburetor off of a 66 Fairlane. I think he said 289. It was just a 2-barrel regular factory carburetor. So he sent it to me, and past couple days I've been trying to clean it up, but the trouble with it is the throttle valves seem to be frozen. I soaked it in carburetor cleaner kit for like 2 days, and I can't get those throttle valves to move. They're just like frozen solid. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to get I got to get a gallon of white vinegar, and I'm going to throw it in a bucket of white vinegar and see if that'll get in and do something. You know, I don't know what else to do with it. If I start beating on it, it's just something's going to break, and it's just going to be garbage. So I'm going to try one more time with that. But in the meantime, I took the 2 air mixture screws out of it, and I swapped them over with the air mixture screws in this Chinese carburetor, because I noticed when I would get the thing running, I could play with those screws and they really didn't do anything. The right one, if you adjusted it, you could hear a difference. The left screw, you couldn't hear nothing. It didn't do anything. You could just take it out and everything, and nothing ever changed. So I thought, just for something to do this morning, I swapped those 2 air mixture screws up. I stuck a battery in here and cranked this thing over. It started up right away, idled for a couple minutes, conked out. I just had to hook a new tank up and all that, so it had to get some gas up in there and get the float bowl full. Hit the key again, it fired right up, ran for maybe 15 seconds and quit. I gave it a little shot of gas, hit the key again, fired up, sat there and idled. Just perfect. Well, not perfect, but it just sat there and idled. I just let it sit here until it came up to temperature, walked around the yard, did stuff. It just sat over here running away. Just runs. It doesn't run fine, but it runs, and I can put it in gear, and the tires are going to turn, or they did. What I'm going to do now, you can't see it, but I'll show it to you. It's up on jack stands all the way around. So I'm going to go ahead and get it off the jack stands, put the back tires back on. I got a couple gallons of gas in the trunk, and by God, I'm going to drive this son of a bitch today, no matter what. So stay tuned in the video here. Don't go clicking off yet. We got to wait till the end. I'm going to drive it at least around the yard. I don't think I'll take it out on the road. That might be a little scary. And I don't have anybody to help me tow it home if something happens. So hang with me. I'll be back in a few minutes when I get the tires put on. And yes, we're going to see if it moves on its own power. Cool. Okay, fellas, I got it down on the wheels, fired it back up, tried to see if it would rock back and forth a little bit. It's having a little trouble. I checked the blood juice on it, and it's pretty low. It's been leaking I think I gotta pull the dipstick out and put a new O-ring down on the tube. It's leaking out of that tube down there, so it's not showing up on the stick. So I gotta run down to the store. It's like 3 miles away and stuff, and get a couple quarts of fluid and stuff, and then I'll be back and we'll you know, we'll see what it does. Once it kicked in, it was moving, so you know, let's see what happens. Okay guys, it's time to take it for a little bit of a test run. I'm just gonna go back and forth here in my driveway. That's all I'm doing. I'm not taking out in the road yet, but it seems to be getting a little better. I just found another little glitch that was causing a problem. The other air filter cleaner I had on the car was obstructing the choke, so the choke was sticking back and forth. So I just took it off, put a different air cleaner on it, and it seems to be okay now. So and the transmission is kind of going, I just put another quart of fluid in it and it's shifting hard, but I gotta get that something I gotta get on the road, because the transmission was rebuilt, so I don't know if I've got the bands adjusted right. You know, that takes a lot of playing around to make sure when you put it in gear it just doesn't go like that on you. And it's kind of was doing that, but now it seems to have settled down a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and kind of do that and just see what happens here. I'm not sure if I can get the camera set up to see that or not. I'll go in the house and see if I could get my wife to come out and actually film a little something for me. So I'll be right back. Okay fellas, we're going to take it out and see if it's going to go back and forth a few times. That's all I'm going to do, so cross your fingers. Well guys, it actually is working pretty good. It gets a little bit better each time. It seems to be shifting a little better. I can stop with it in gear and it doesn't die or anything. It's going back and forth. I don't have it. You probably saw that bungee cord on the trunk. I don't have a lock for my trunk, so it's kind of rattly. That's kind of annoying. But damn. Uh-oh. Shoot, my speedometer cable fell out. That sucks. I forgot. I don't have that little clamp holding it on. Well, I'll have to get under there and get that fixed before it ruins something. Okay, well, I'll get back to you here in, a few minutes when we get this thing all buttoned up. Okay, fellas, you saw it drive. That's the first actual driving that car has done since the last license on it that I have, that was on the car when I got it, was like 1988. So that's probably the last time the car was on the road. And it runs and drives after all those years. But I gotta tell you what, this car has fought me tooth and nail through the entire build of this car. It has just beat me up every single time I did something to it. It just beat me up. Just now, supposed to be a success. I'm really happy about it. It ran as I backed it up and went forward. It seemed to get a little bit better each time. It's shifting the gears a little better. It doesn't have that big slam in it. It kind of quit doing that. I think the fluid must have got all, whatever it does in there. And so it was going back and forth. I could pull up, put on the brakes, shift the gear into reverse, and it didn't jerk or anything, and drive back. It's kind of hard, with no exhaust on it. It does have the Y pipe, but that's it. I got to get at least a temporary muffler on it, something, so I can start driving it around. But I gotta wait. I gotta wait till my neighbor gets back home. He's off working somewhere, so I got somebody that can come and get me and tow me home if I have to. Well, anyways, I was talking about how it just beats me up. So I'm trying to figure out what was going on with those air filters. Why the one I had on it was holding the choke up. Well, if the bar on the bottom of the air filter is sitting the same way the choke is, and then you tighten everything down, the choke gets stuck on that bar. So that was causing some problems with it. So I put the other air filter on it, the big pancake one. I don't like that because I can't get at any of the adjustments then. And I got to take the air filter off, turn the idle down, put the air filter back on. With the velocity stack air filter I have on it, I can reach all that stuff. Well, I started fiddling around with it, and I turned the thing the other way, so the choke is this way, and the bracket on the bottom of the velocity stack is this way, and it seems to work fine. I was going to put a little washer underneath it just to hold it up just a tiny bit to make sure, it didn't stick. And I put it on, was going to go put the wing nut on, drop the wing nut, and yeah, guess where it went? It went down the freaking carburetor. I can see it in there, but the engine's so hot now I can't get up in there to get anything down there to pull it out. Luckily, the wing nut was bigger than anything down there, so I don't have to take the carburetor off and do all that. But it's just it's always been that way. Every single thing. Now, I don't know how the speedometer cable fell out. It was up inside the cab, sitting there kind of laying on the floor when I was driving it, and then when I got done, I looked and I see the speedometer cable dragging along the ground. I don't know how it all fell back through or why, but now I got to crawl under there, poke it back up through the hole. I got to take the dash out and get it hooked up. I just haven't felt like taking the dash back out. I get scared taking them dashes out of these things because they're so fragile. This one's in really nice shape, but I'm always just scared to death I'm going to break something, or something's going to happen. I do have an extra one, but like I'm just talking about here, I'm afraid to touch stuff anymore because it's just going to break on me. But anyways, it's going good. Tomorrow I'll get back out and I'll fish that wing nut out, and I'll start it up tomorrow morning and see if it works just as good or a little bit better, and I'll just keep playing with it. And next time I get into town, I'll go see at the muffler place somewhere if I can just find a little cheapy muffler I could just stick on the end. I have the Y pipe on it underneath, and then it goes to where a single exhaust is going to go on. I'll just stuff a muffler on there, and I got some universal bracket, I can hold it up, and then at least I could get it out, you know, step on the gas, do some stuff. That'll be fun. But anyways, before you go, please hit that subscribe button. You know, give me a thumbs up. Do all that good stuff for me. Help my channel along. I got a few more subscribers on the last video. Thank you very much to you guys. I appreciate that. I would appreciate you know, some more of this today. That would be cool. Anyways, we will maybe here in a day or two, when I get some more little bugs worked out, we'll take it for another ride and just see what's going on with it. But otherwise, let's just go ahead and end the video here. And as always, guys, thanks a lot for watching.